This video I'm going to show how I dress my pick line. I'll probably get a few, oh my god, the woman doesn't use gloves. I don't use gloves because they stick to the line, and I've nearly pulled the line out quite a few times with gloves, so it's all still wrapped up at the moment. I need to get all that off. Start pulling it all off. I actually hate dressing my pick line. It's a pet hate of mine. Because if it's not one tube, it's another, but at the end of the day, it has to be done. So once I've got most of this off, I then clean up and don't touch any of this sterile area. But I just get as much off as I can first. Hands are clean and washed and gelled anyway. It's a case of making sure that you do not touch any of the sterile areas. My arm's pretty sore, look at that. It's a bit sore and it's a bit swollen, so you can get these problems. Being swollen and sore and with the tape on there all the time. I was going to change this stat look, but actually it looks okay. It's fine, and it's not in the sterile area, so I think that will last another week, that stat look. And that's fine. Okay. More hand gel. Hand gel, hand gel and hand gel is the key. So I hold the Tegaderm here in this hand, so I've got it ready. I normally have my arm resting on something. So while I do this, if I cover up the picture, it's just going to have to be what it is, because I need to concentrate on getting this out, this dressing off. And again, more gel on the hands, but I'm still not going to touch the side of this. And then I'm going to keep filling until it's all off. I get a bit sore. So I hold on to it, but I do not touch that side. Don't ever touch that side, because you're just introducing germs immediately to the actual site of the line, which is not a good idea. So I then put that over there like that, to just make sure that there's going to be no germs getting in. And then before I start to clean up, I stick this across here so that I know that this line isn't going to start making its way out of my arm while I'm in the middle of trying to clean it, because they can start to come out. Like, they try and make their way out of your arm. It's a foreign body at the end of the day, and your body doesn't like it. And any foreign bodies, obviously your body tries to chuck them out. So you clean it, but once you've touched this site, you never go back over that site with the same wipe. You just make sure that you don't go back over it, because obviously the bugs or whatever else on the rest of your arm, you're going to put back into the site of the line, which you really don't want. So I also use this skin protector, because my skin is just so sore. It's so sore. It gets so sore from all this tape on it all the time. Remove there a little bit. It does scare me when the line moves. It's scary. I'm going to get another one of these and just put that, because it's navigating out a little bit, so I'm just going to stick this one there. But again, I did not touch the sight, but that needs to be held in place because it was like navigating its way out of my arm, which you really don't want. So if I wear gloves when I do this, what actually happens is the glove, when I'm trying to hold here while I pull off the dressing, the glove has actually stuck to the line, and then as I've moved my finger away, it's actually started to, the line's coming with it, so I've pulled some of the line out. Not on this one, but a previous line that I had. This line does have a lot out. There's also a lot in because it sits in the vena cava in your heart, at the entrance of your heart. But there is a lot out and a lot in. Whereas a lot of these PICC lines, you don't see much of all this bit because a lot of that is cut basically to size before they put it in. But I've just got a lot out on this one, and this one was kind of more of an emergency because I had septicemia again. So this is PICC line number 8, I believe. So I'm waiting on a Hickman line, but because of the current situation, that's been a little bit of a, well, it's got lost by the wayside really, because obviously everything that's going on has put treatments and procedures and whatever back a bit, and I'm no exception to that. Even my catheter has, my catheter was in for, I think it was 21 weeks, which is way too long to have a catheter in, especially a suprapubic catheter. So that wasn't changed because of all this going on. I didn't get that changed. And then Binky chewed my catheter, so I had no option but to try and do it myself, and by the grace of God I managed to do it. How, I've no idea really. But I took a lot of morphine first and then put a new one in. It was very, very, very painful. Then we've got the Tegaderm, IV Tegaderm, and then that goes over there, like that. I had to lift my arm up for a second because I need to make sure that I get all. So here is the end result of one clean PICC line dressing. All done for another week. All clean. You do get used to it. It's just an ongoing thing that you just get used to.